What's up, guys? It's iBerserk here. We're doing another round of Magic. What the hell? We're doing another round of Strixhaven Sealed. So buckle in. Let's get to work. I'm your boy, iBerserk. So we ended up going red-white with, well, actually ended up going black-white with a splash of red. What we have is we have a team pennant. I love this card. It's an artifact equipment. Equipment is really strong and sealed. Anything that can give multiple creatures +1/+1 is always a good deal in my book. We also have Shale Deal of Radiance, flying vigilance 1/1. It can put counters on creatures that have entered the battlefield this turn. On the flip side, we've got Embros Dean of Shadow, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, but it also does 2 damage to that creature. Oh no! So that's be kind of a tough creature. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, draw a card. Pretty cool. We also have one Study Break, mostly here for the learn. We have Leech Fanatic. Love this card. It has lifelink on your turn. Sign of the Blood allows you to draw 2 cards. We've got Humiliate, can make the opponent discard a card, and also put a +1/+1 counter on a creature that we control. We have Cram Session for another learn. Good because we have the life gain, and a couple of our cards actually force us to lose life. We have Campus Guide. This guide is going to help us find the red mana for later in the game. We have, for removal, we've got Expel. We have 2 Silverquill Pledge Mages. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, gains Silverquill Pledge Mage gains your choice of flying or lifelink. Pretty awesome. We have Sage Wing Lurate, flying, 2/2. Whenever a creature you control with flying dies, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature you control. We have a Reflective Golem. When you cast a spell on it, you can pay 2 and copy it and choose new targets. We have Combat Professor, a 2/3 flyer, pretty awesome. At the beginning of your combat, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains Vigilance till end of turn. Baleful Mastery, this is basically a murder with an alternative casting cost of 2. Crushing Disappointment, each player loses 2 life and you draw 2 cards. We have Mage Hunter's Onslaught, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Whenever a creature blocks this turn, its controller loses 1 life. Pillar Drop Warden, 1/5 with reach. You can sacrifice it to grab a sorcery or instant out of your graveyard and put it into your hand. Silverquill Command, choose 2, target creature gets +3/+3 and gains flying until end of turn. Return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Target player draws a card and loses 1 life, or target opponent sacrifices the creature. So pretty versatile. Let's see, now we're getting into why we actually drafted a little bit of red in here in the first place. This Witherbloom Pledge Mage is a 5/5. It gets black. Has Magecraft. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you gain 1 life. We've got this beautiful 4/4 Vigilance and Menace, Relic Sloth. And then Returned Passcaller, a 4/2 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, return target spirit, instant, or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. To cap this off, we have 5 plains, 7 swamps, 2 mountains, a Silverquill Campus, which is black-white, and a Lorehole Campus, which is a red-white. I also like them because they're scry lands. For 4 mana, you can scry. This helps later in the game when you need to cycle out some lands. And then Axis Tunnel, target creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn. So pretty sweet. Let's see. Not much else to say to it. This is my 4th sealed into Strixhaven, so probably do 1 more of these and then close up with my final thoughts on Strixhaven Sealed. So let's get to it. Ooh. Playing against a retired person. Oh no. Okay, so we've got black and white. As far as spells, Study Break, not great. Expel, not great. Really don't have anything to cast by turn 2 or 3. Mana looks okay though. I think turn 3, best we can do is force an Expel. We can also tap 2 creatures and learn. So maybe we keep this in turn 2, just try to use those abilities and hold out for turn 3. We've got some removal and then the Warden if he comes down, but we don't have the red yet. So maybe we keep it, see what happens. Okay, let's see. We'll throw the white down, pass our turn. Opponent is also playing black white. We are also playing black white. This sealed deck is going to play closer to the late part of the game. The 1 and 2 drops are fairly low. So we are playing for late game. The opponent is also doing the same. So then turn 3, we've got the expel. Again, not much, kind of a slow start. Luckily the opponent is as well. Whatever you cast or copy an instant. Okay, so I see the pledge, the Silverquill Apprentice. What do we do here? We can either tap the creature, we can kill it. We'll take my turn, I guess. More red. Okay, so we've got red in our hand. I guess the problem is if we put this one down and they've got removal, we're out of 2/3, when we would prefer them to waste it on something smaller. Maybe we put the stopper right there. Nah, I'm wrong. Let's hold out. Yeah, okay. No. Alright, we'll put it down. We'll see what happens. We're out of creatures, though. If opponent has any removal. And they do. So we're kind of SOL. Menacing Burst. Oh, now they get to attack for 3. Take 3. And go here. Oh, what do we pull out of our learn? Create a black, pest token, create 1 life, exile target player's graveyard. Okay, that's fine. So then, I guess here, do this. Okay. What do we want to pick up? I guess we can create a 3/2. That could help us out a little bit, actually, because we don't have the land. Yeah, maybe we do that. We can also destroy a target tapped creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. We can put you down. And then... oh, we're out of... yeah. Well, that's our choices for this turn, I guess. We're out of white. See if the opponent wants to get frisky. Probably don't want to accept that trade. That's gonna help us. That's most definitely gonna help us. Don't have quite enough mana to do both of these in one turn. I think we pass. Okay. That's summoning, yep. Nice. was hoping he was going to sack a pest. Let's see. We can also learn. Maybe we hold on to the learn for the next turn. Pass our turn. Guess I could only cast the cram session as a sorcery. Unwilling ingredient. A lot of pests. Well, we can cast this. See if they've got it. Guess I could have waited a turn to do that. Oh, dang. Yeah, I definitely messed up on that one. That's fine. The mountain. Pour the mountain down. End turn. Now we've got enough for the expel if we want to get rid of something. Spirit, instant, or sorcery. Interesting. Oop, opponent scrying. Nice. I think we play this. Opponent's scrying. It's tough. Maybe we pick up the removal. We don't have another spell that we really want to play. I put the Menace down, hopefully we can use the Expel or the... Yeah, it's gotta be the Expel in order to get any advantage out of attacking at a double block. But they won't be tapped. Attacking with the 4-2. Well, what do you do here? Guess we can take it. No blocks. Use that. We can always use this spell to do lifelink. Get some life back. Oh, there we go. We gotta win. Okay, one win in. We're good to go. Facing the wrong way 100%. We gotta fix that. Okay, same kind of situation here. 2 mana, 2 mana. We do have a 2 mana. Get one of each land too, so I guess we keep it. Mr. Edfish. Let's see. What do we want to put down first? Probably black. Probably white next. Just throw the leech. We can get in and get 2 points next turn. It's a good card. Gets to learn, picks up a circular library for a basic land. Is there anything I can cast for 3? Nope. Gain 4 life and learn. Is that worth it yet? Not yet. Guess maybe we put the white down. Then we attack. Now the only question here, I guess we could do the learn now. It's an option. We hold on to it. Maybe tapping the opponent's creature is a good choice this next turn. Right? They are looking for land. It's actually better than the one that I picked up. Okay, we are getting flooded. Opponent has a green facing. I get to draw 2 cards if I cast this one. It's also at instant speed. I don't think we need to. I think we just swing in and we attack. 2. And pop this sucker down. Make him deal with us. He doesn't have any Magecraft abilities either. This Leech Fanatic is so good. In Sealed, at least. Just being able to get the lifelink early. It's really helpful. Alright, so we're in counter territory here. And we probably also want to think about how to get rid of that card. Does he have reach? Okay, well we're definitely going to get rid of that guy. Mage Hunter is so good. Opponent knows it's coming though. Could have also, we could still use the Study Break to tap their creature for this next turn so the Leech Fanatic can get in. We'll see what they put down. If they choose to attack. Guess they're gonna try and swing in here. have to tap one of mine. No! He's got lifelink, so we definitely want him tapped. Yeah, we probably want this one. I guess we could come in with this one. Let's put the mountain down. Let's use the humiliate. See, if they're gonna counter here. We're up to 30 life. What plus 1 command you have in the battlefield? Okay. Oh, we're popping. We're popping off right now. So what are my choices here? Beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Okay. So let's say we get rid of that guy. Guess we could pay it, get rid of him. That's what we do. Four. We're definitely going to want to draw cards. Mage is a good card. Gotta watch out, he can be pretty explosive. He's got lifelink too. Nice. Can't attack this turn though. Nice. So I guess if they have 2 instants or sorceries, then we could be in trouble. Probably put down the creature with menace. Guaranteed to come in for 6 next turn. Yeah, you gotta figure out what to do with that, don't you? It's not an instant or sorcery. It is a sorcery, I guess. It's a counter, so we have 2 4/4s. So let's see. No matter what, I've got this, because I can use the... Good game, sir. Good game. Woo! 2-0, baby. Oh, wait. Sorry. Thought I was at 2-0. I guess we end the turn. They had the life link. Oh, he can swing in for 5. Very nice. You got to attack. Oh, we got answers for days. Yeah, I know, it's got to tick you off. Thanks. Oh, he called it early. Called it early. Still got there. 43-0. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Alright, 2-0. It's about when Magic decides to start screwing me over. Alright, so what do we have here? We've got red-white. We've got a token that we won't be able to cast first turn. This isn't great. I guess technically I can cast you on turn 3. So that's okay. I can't cast you till turn 2, so that's what, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. I guess we keep it. Nice land. Oh, never mind. Oh, but he has to enter the battlefield tapped. We already did the math on this, so I think it's okay for you to come in tapped. We'll take the tap turn this turn. Opponent has something in their hands. I think white comes on the board next. Play the team pennant. Man, there's some nice lands. Borderless lands. board. I really don't want the opponent to take this one out. But I guess we have like scared. So I guess next turn we could equip our Shade Wing, or we could play the Combat Professor. Ritual. Okay, 3 black mana. Nice. Oh, I forgot about that card. What is this? May pay 4. Search your library for 4 basic land cards, reveal them, put one of them into your battlefield tapped under an opponent's control. Into the battlefield tapped under an opponent's control. What the hell? You may pay 4 rather than pay. Search your library for blah, blah, blah. If 4 was paid, put 2 of them into the battlefield tapped under your control. Well, opponent's ramping on me. That's always good. My bar can get out of my way at any point here. So we can reach in and hit him for whatever. Make opponent sack a creature. I think we swing in. And then we throw this one on the board. I don't have enough to cast you yet. Yeah, I guess this one comes in next. So we can hit for 4, 5, 6 next turn. 6 total. Ooh. Didn't I have something that could turn target creature card with mana 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield? 2 or less. That stinks. I got to find an answer for that. So we can make him into a 3/4. Short on black mana. Here we play and we wait to draw. Target opponent sacrifices a creature is an interesting idea too. The attack. Sucks that this is a sorcery. We can cast this one at the opponent's turn. We don't have enough mana to activate the other one, so let's end the turn. Sorcery. Oh, we got a witch. She creates pests. She's gonna be a pest. She's quite good. So rare. Nice. What do we do about this? We don't have a board wipe. Okay. Well, I think we're resigned to take 6 here. Put a stop on the opponent's turn here. Just take my turn. You're not going to help me. You will help me. I can put both of these down, giving me 5 total toughness. I can also put you down, which is a 4/4. Let's attack. And let's put... paying 1, 2. Let's cast you. Always got to think about it. If we cast the instance or sorcery, the Silverquill Pledge Mage can get flying until end of turn. So I guess technically we could give them flying and lifelink, so we get him for 6. I want to double up, so I would take 7. I would take 8, put me at 3. I don't think we block here. Puts me at 3. Holy cow, that's a problem. Woof. Well. I think we put him in. And then decline the action. Hopefully we cast the Sign in Blood this next turn. Give the Pledge Mage flying and attack with the Combat Professor. And we can come in for 5, 6. We come in for 6. Opponent has 1 card in hand. Alright, so you're a pretty easy chump block. Which means we would take 8. But we lose 2 life. So I think we need to block 1 more, like right there. Alright, this is the moment we all were hoping for. Playing a little too careful here, but it can't hurt, man. 3-0 right now. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Man, that feels good. Oh, let's keep it going. Tomato. Alright, so we've got Swamp and Plains. Expel. Turn 3 Shadewing. Combat Professor again. And a removal. Not great. I guess turn 3 is about as good as we're gonna do. We got the land. This one enters tapped. I think this is the time to play it. Double blue. Good for us. Draw a card, discard a card. Really can't mess this up, can I? Just come into the battlefield. 3 gold? No, uncommon. Do I have any reason? No, I've got enough of gold. We'll see what they do. Opponent might be mana short here. Now the problem is, we kind of have to expect with blue that they have the yeah, I don't remember the name of the card. Do you want to play scared though? I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. Either they have it or they don't. Oh, we made them waste a counterspell. I've seen worse places to waste a counterspell. They're using this card to get land. They're mana short. We can use the Expel this next turn to get rid of that tapped creature, though. Do we play the Expel? Guess we can. We've got some removal. We've got lots of removal. Okay, so they're getting treasure tokens. Is this all blue? I see some red. 4 damage. Shucksers. Okay, got kind of lucky with the land, with the creature draw here. Pass the turn. She's got lifelink, which could really help us. Put one of them into the hand, the rest in your bottom. Okay. Looking for something. Whatever they have, they better be able to protect it with a counter, though. They've already burned through 2 removal, 1 removal and a counter spell. 2 removal and a counter spell. I can't scry because I don't have enough land. Take my turn. Guess we come in. Don't have enough land. Do I not? I don't have a red. Okay, end the turn. Put the stop on the end of the opponent's turn for the scry. Okay, you resolve. Past attackers. Scry. don't keep that. Man, that lifelink is so clutch. Five damage. Opponent draws a card. How do you feel about that? What a bomb draw here. I don't think they've got the counter spell. Man, getting that back into my hand is so nice. Do you have enough? Do you have enough to cast it? You do. It's a sorcery, so don't wait. Mind if I do? Well, I think you need to come on the board as a creature. What else can we do? We can play you. And we can... What do we want? Land, creature, creature, tokens. Yeah, we probably grab you. Haste. How much mana do I have? So, I can give you +1/+1. Which makes him a 6. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 and 7. So 3 and 3. I guess we put you on here. Play you too. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have to block. No, you don't have to. that might have been a bad play. Because I definitely could have hit for 7 the turn after. But we draw lucky. Draw, resolve. We can attack. Triggered opponent sacrifices a creature isn't bad either. Ah! You big jerk. We pass the turn here, put a stopper, do a scry, try to get rid of some of these lands. We'll draw into some creatures here in a second. Opponent's running out of things to do too. Scrying of my own. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got enough to do both during their turn. If I do it now, I know that they don't have a counter spell. So I guess there's that. So I'm gonna pay 3 life, resolve. Yikes. Stick. Pass to opponent's turn, put the stop, use the Crushing Disappointment. We can use this to make the opponent sacrifice a creature. Interesting. Let's get in there. Do I even have to cast the backside? I do. Nice. Got two of those skills. Oh, I screwed up. I played the land. What was I thinking? Dang it. I should have cast the other land. I just needed to play the flying creature. Well, hopefully I don't lose it because of that misplay there. Nothing gonna help you. You got left 15. Resolve. Take my chance. Oh, should have tried to. Oh yeah, access tunnel. Beautiful. Good game. Thank you. Alright. Man, we're on a roll. We're on a roll tonight. 4-win deck. Rob Kebab. Alright, so we've got black. We don't have black. Colorless. I think this is going to be a mulligan. It's better. What do you get rid of? These could be really explosive. Do you get rid of a land? I guess we keep 6. Really stinks to get rid of that. Queens. I don't have time for you though. Got the Leech Fanatic on the board. Mountain. In an instant. Oh. Okay, so he can take a land, take one of these, make it cost 2 more to cast. Let him draw a card for that. I don't know. It's a tough call. I could swing in. Let's play aggressive. Get another land. May cast instant or sorcery card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. Yeah, you don't have anything. It's double strike though. Oh, we held on to that. Sweet, sweet life gain. Okay, with that card. I'm willing to trade it. Can learn here. What do we learn for? Land, probably? Okay, and that gets us to 5. That'll give us the Silverquill Pledge Mage back. It'll give us Sign in the Blood. It won't quite give us enough to do Return Pass Caller, but that's a turn or two down the line. If we get another Learn spell, we should try to get another +2/+2 counters on top of the Pillar Drop Warden, which would get me out of harm's way for red. He's at 5 mana. He has a full set of cards in hand. He's only at 13. He's looking at my graveyard. That's what I was afraid of. But that's okay. We have you now. Next turn, we can use a lovely Magecraft. We can give it flying or lifelink with the Sign in the Blood. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard. It's interesting. Seven to 10. Ooh, and a Rip Apart. Board. We draw a Pledge Mage, though. Looking pretty good. Find another removal spell. Treefolk Warlock. Right. Exile target creature. Learn. I probably should have known. He hits for 2. We draw the access tunnel. Hopefully we can pull the learn, and then we can put the +1/+1 counters onto the return pass caller. If they have a shock, yeah, there you go. Creates a 2/1 flying inkling. Or do we have in our deck? I don't know what they were thinking there. Alright, so we definitely want to cast this. What do we want to grab? Grab creatures. Probably you. Did all my black mana get tapped? Son of a gun. Enough to scry? I do. So he gets an inkling on the board. Hit for 5. Coming. Do I not have a scry? I do have a scry line. Okay. Well, do you keep him? Have to be careful with the access tunnel, though. We can exile the tap creature. Can also humiliate. Choices, choices, choices. Well, I guess we see what they have. That's something. So with the Axis Tunnel, we can use the Humiliate to get rid of whatever they have in their hand. Blocks. Okay. So then we can give him +3/+3 in flying. Yeah. I see you coming for me. I have lots of life though. So I guess we can do... make him 6. Do I have enough? How much mana? Come on, 3. Let's cast you first. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unless he's got like top deck of the century. Now this is the first time I've actually been roped. So I guess I'm grateful for that in the amount of months I've been playing Magic Arena. First time, so it happens. We all, obviously the opponent thought that the flow of battle was going in their direction, but there was a huge life gap. So we'll take it though. Take it. Hot dang. Hot dang. 5-0. Keep going. Whoops. Okay, so we've got 3 mana. Sign of the Blood, which we can cast right away. I don't have any creatures. So it's going to be kind of a slow start, but I guess we're okay with that because we can use the Sign of the Blood to draw. I don't know, it's not great. Whatever. We have to be sure that we cast black and black as well if we're going to play this the right way. Opponent is playing green. Well, we got a land. Campus Guide. They also wanted land. So what are my options now? Not much. I can play a Plains and play the Team Pennant. Play the Cram Session. Maybe that's what we do. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Otherwise, yeah, because then we can use the Cram Session to its fullest. We'll play the Team Pennant. I think if we learn... What do we want to learn for? Let's just view this real quick. +1/+1. So I guess we could pick one of you up. We don't have 2 white though. We have the red. So we can do that. I guess we do that. Probably the first and only time I'll ever pick this card up, just because it's got the synergy with the team pennant. Opponent's ramping on us. Okay. Oh, nice. Man, have any color. Gain life with a +1/+1 counter. Well, we don't want to let that one get away from us. Well, I think playing the double black makes a lot of sense here. We want you gone. For sure. If they decide to block, they can take an extra point of life. I don't think they will just yet, though. We'll see. Vigilance. Is it the pennant? Must have been the sorcery. Oh, it gives you vigilance. I have no idea what's giving you vigilance. Oh yeah, the team pennant gives him vigilance and trample. Well, I guess if we have to, we can tap the opponent's creatures next turn. This might be a good chance to play the Lorehold Campus. It stinks. 2. Let's see you come in. I don't really want to waste. I guess we could use the study break and then grab another one of those. Yeah, why don't we do that? Put the stopper right there. We want to grab another one. Okay. 4/3. With the pest. So we take our turn. Can't really go wrong either way here. Probably play the swamp. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she has enough for both. Why would you use the black, you silly, silly thing? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Apparently he's got something he can do. Exile a tapped creature. Yeah, I guess maybe that's the right way to go. So we equip you. Okay, black. Hopefully they attack with the professor. And I'm looking to trade him this next turn. I'd be surprised if they attacked with the campus guide. You have the expel. Okay. Bummer. Creature. Get on out of here. See who's got the most removal. Now if I pay the 3... She still has vigilance too, doesn't she? And trample. It's pretty good. Okay, I knew exactly what they have when I started looking at the graveyard. What do you want to do about that? Yeah, okay. Certainly making a dent in their removal. We haven't even hit our good cards quite yet. Have we hit a single of our decent creatures yet? No. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it. 12. Take my turn. I picked up +2/+2. 2 +1/+1 counters. We probably want to hold back a little bit. Although, I guess we can equip you this turn. And then, if they cast that on him, on the campus guide, the best they can do is trade. I can use the Baleful Mastery to destroy the creature, give the Pledge Mage flying. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's a good play. And a Pledge Mage. Pass to attackers. Yeah, I'm sure you're willing to trade, aren't you? Yeah, we're not blocking that. It's fine. Hit you for 4 next turn. So if I cast you. I should have given him lifelink. My bad. Should have given him lifelink. We have enough to scry. Should have given him lifelink. He's got tons of cards in his hand. I need to draw. Okay, pulls a protection card. Doesn't have enough cast. Pass the attackers. What do we do here? We take 5. Well, if we don't, yeah, I guess we block. We're paying for this lifelink right now. Yep, gain a life. Resolve. Card. Oh, he's got so much card advantage on me right now. That'll help. Now, do we want to draw a card? Or make him +1/+1? Has he got vigilance? He does. Well, I guess we equip him. Oh shoot, but he's got the exile. I should have seen that. He's gonna hit me for 3. I could have scryed instead of wasting the mana. I knew that he had it in his hand too. Well, you help a little bit. Not what I'm hoping for though. What I do here? Turn target creature with 2 or less. Do I have any creatures in here that cost 2 or less? No. Pretty easy choice for you, wasn't it? Pass to opponent's turn. Gotta draw some creatures. Really, removal heavy game. Opponent definitely has card advantage. Woof! There's a card. Especially this late in the game. Good sealed card. Do you save me the game? 2/3. Is there anything in the battlefield that can save me the game? You get vigilance, so it's nice that you can attack and block. You do not win me the game, unfortunately. I wish I would have drawn you sooner. If I would have done the lifelink, I could have had you a turn sooner. So I think we have to put you on the bottom. Because you don't win me the game, or you don't keep me alive another turn. Do you keep me alive another turn? Unfortunately, you don't. That's a great card, though. Man, if I had had you a turn sooner, that would have really helped. cancel. Take a look at the front side. Yeah, you're pretty awesome. Not gonna be enough, though. Not gonna be enough. Yeah. Good game. Good game. Not enough. So what's he gonna do? Power and toughness. Go to 4. Yep. No, it's okay. That's okay. We could take a loss after going 5-0. 5-1 is still okay. What's up, guys? We're back. Let's see. Had some audio and computer issues. I think Apex Legends was installing during my stream and completely crashed my computer. So I can spoil it for you. We went 6-3, so we didn't manage to get to 7, but 6-3 is still pretty good. Finally starting to get the hang of this Strixhaven Sealed. We know what makes a good deck now in Sealed. It's a very different game than it is in Limited and in Draft, even though they're the same thing. But good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. So what's next? First of all, if you're still here, you are a champion and you're awesome. And thank you so much. Hit the like and the subscribe if you can. Helps out a lot. Good, cheap, free way to support the channel. Up next, for anybody who wants to watch the building of the deck, I threw that at the end. So surprise, bonus content. Otherwise, thanks for joining. And I'll see you in the next one. Alright, let's start building the deck. So the first thing I like to do is I like to take a look at the rares and mythics that are available in the set. We've got a few cards here. We've got an Academic Probation, which is a pretty good card. It's also a lesson, so I think I'd prefer to have that in my sideboard. We have a Shale, Dean of Radiance, and an Embros, Dean of Shadow, which is either a 1-1 or a 4-4. The white side has a flying and vigilance and can also put a counter on target creature that enters the battlefield this turn, which is pretty strong. It is prone to removal, though, being a 1-1 and flying. The flip side is a 4-4 human warlock who can put a +1/+1 counter on another creature, but it deals 2 damage to that creature as well, so you have to make sure that it can survive being the target of a +1/+1 counter. We've got Tempted by the Auric, which for 3 blue mana and a single colorless mana, you can, for each opponent, gain control of up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that a player controls with mana value of 3 or less, which is pretty strong, but you have to be pretty committed to blue. We've got a Time Warp. Oh, that's pretty nice. Take an extra turn after this one. We've got Journey to the Oracle. You may put any number of lands from your hand onto the battlefield. Then, if you control 8 or more lands, you may discard a card. If you do, Journey of the Oracle returns to its owner's hand. Or the Jadski, Oracle of the Arcavos. Discard a card, return Jadski to owner's hand. Magecraft, whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, reveal top card of your library. If it's a non-land card, you may cast it by paying 1 rather than paying its mana. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you can reveal the top card of your library and then play it or put it onto the battlefield. So if it's a land, you can put it on the battlefield, or you can play it for 1 mana. Pretty sweet. 5/5, mythic. Sign in Blood. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Baleful Mastery, which is a nice, basically a murder. You can exile a creature for 2 cost or 4 cost. We've got Weather the Storm, which you can gain 3 life, and Storm. Storm is a kind of a neat mechanic where If you cast a spell, instant or sorcery on the same turn, you can copy it. Silverquill Command, which is a nice card that is a sorcery, and you can give a creature +3/+3 in flying, or return target creature mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Target player draws a card and loses a life, or target opponent sacrifices a creature. So it's a pretty versatile card. I think looking at just these rares, I see Black White is pretty good here. This Academic Probation I would probably keep in mind for the sideboard. Blue is looking okay for the Time Warp and the Tempted by the Auric, possibly the Jatsky as well. We also have the Sign in Blood, Baleful Mastery, Silverquill Command. So we've got a couple of black and white synergies right here. And then Culling of the Ritual. So if I had to look at just the mythics and the rares, I think I would be leaning towards Black-White. So let's take a look at each of the colors now and see what we're thinking. So for white, we have Clever Luminancer. This is a 0/1, and if you cast an instant or sorcery, you can give it +2/+2. I did play this in an earlier sealed event, and it did not end up being as impactful as I thought it was going to. It just never seemed to have the instance when I needed it. And by the time I did, either the opponent had a stronger creature on the board. I think it's more intended for a deck that has built around this ability that can cast several instants in a turn and allow it to burst. I think I've seen that in ranked. We've got the Academic Predation, we've got the Shale Dean of Radiance, Steady Break, tap 2 target creatures and Learn. So we do like Learn, we'll have to keep that in mind. We've got Expel, nice white mana removal. We've got Combat Professor, which is a 2/3 flyer and can give another creature +1/+0 in Vigilance. So that's pretty nice. I would definitely like to lean towards these two cards. And the Shale of Dean of Radiance, we've got the Pillar Drop Rescuer. Return target creature card with mana 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Nice, for 5 mana. 2/2 flying. Okay. Got the Campus, so another some help, some mana fixing for black and white. Humiliate, which can force the opponent to discard a card, and you get to put a +1/+1 counter on a card. We've got the Silverquill Apprentice, 2/2, and gets a +1/+0 with Magecraft. Shadewing Lurate, flying 2/2. When a flying creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It's pretty good. We've got the Silverquill Pledge Mage, 3/1 with Magecraft, can gain flying or lifelink. Silverquill Command, we already talked about. Lorehold Campus. Make your mark, +1/+0, and creates a 3/2 token if the creature dies. It's interesting that you can target an opponent's creature, so you could technically give an opponent +1/+0, and then get a 3/2 creature for 1 mana. We've got the Rip Apart, nice removal for 3 damage to a creature or planeswalker. Also can destroy target artifacts or enchantments. Thrilling Discovery, gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. If you do gain 2 life, discard 2 cards, draw 3 cards, so it's basically a thrill of possibility. Let's see, we can Spirit Summoning, we've got the Stonebound Mentor, the Relic Sloth, 4/4 with Vigilance and Menace, and then a Return Passcaller, 4/2 flying. Return target spirit, instant, or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand, which is pretty nice. So at this point, white and black is looking really good, and white and red are also looking quite good. Let's take a look at blue. Alright, so in blue we have less cards, quite... Oh, I see. Luckily I have both selected. I thought I missed a page. Alright, so in blue, what do we have? Quite a few less cards We do have a Quandrix Pledge Mage. I really like this card. It's a 2/2, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you can give it a +1/+1 counter. We have a Golden Ratio, which lets you draw a card for different power levels of creatures. We have the Quandrix Prodigy. We have the Needlestorm Drake, Ogser Battleseer, Maelstrom Muse, 2/4. When it attacks, next instant or sorcery spell casts costs X less. We've got Spectacle Mage, makes large mana cost spells cost less, or only 1 less. Let's see, we got the Time Warp, we've got the Jadski, we've got the Campus, we've got the Strategic Planning, which lets us draw cards and put the rest in the graveyard. The Frost Trickster is quite nice. Comes in 2/2 flying for 3 mana and can tap a creature until the next turn. We've got Pop Quiz for a nice learn, draw a card and learn. Serpentine Curve, tempted by the Auric, which we can gain control of a creature. And the Waterfall Areas to 3/1 flying is quite good, actually. It's got Ward, which is a nice mechanic. Basically, if your opponent was to target this creature with a spell, after the spell is cast, it will fizzle unless the opponent pays an additional 2 mana. So that's pretty nice. This is the nice card. I think the Frost Trickster and the Waterfall Areas are quite good. For the rest of the creatures in here, the Jadski is good, but costs 8 mana, so won't be useful till late game. And then the 2 flyers are pretty good as well, and the Agyar Battleseer is pretty good as well. It can scry and haste. But not a lot of creatures, nothing quite like the white and black and red combo. Let's take a quick look at black. Let's see, we've got the Shale, we've got the Lash, we've got the Essence of Infusion. Leech Fanatic is quite good. When it's your turn, she has Lifelink, really good. Sign of Blood, Promising Dust Mage, Baleful Mastery, Crushing Disappointment, Mage Hunter's Onsight. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Whenever a creature blocks his turn, its controller loses 1 life. Humiliate, Apprentice, and then some synergies with green here. I guess technically Cram Session is a black card. Gain 4 life and learn. Fuse with Vitality, Witherbloom Apprentice. Well, let's check that out when we check green out. So we've got red, we've got a Hall Monitor, which is pretty nice that it can get in on first turn and with the haste, and then late game can be useful for a target creature can't block this turn. It does have to tap, so it can only do it once. We've got a 2/2 Spirits get +1/+0. The Historian, Illustrious Historian, Thrill of Possibility is a good card. I like the art on that, pretty good. Enthusiastic Study, +3/+1, Trample and Learn. Fuming Effigy, 4/3. Pillar Drop Warden. I really like the walls. This one technically isn't a defender, but he kind of plays like one. In all of the sets, most of the 1/5s or the 1/4s are quite good. That they've got reach and usually a pretty nice mechanic that you can use every turn. It looks like this one, you have to sacrifice the Pillar Drop Warden, but you can return an instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. So imagine you had that for like a murder or a destroy creature card. It could be quite good. Sacrifice this creature, go grab another destroy creature. We've got the Ardent Dust Speaker. When this one attacks, you may put an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to the bottom of your library. If you do this, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards, so basically it's a Robber of the Rich. So you get extra card advantage there for being able to play 2 extra cards that you wouldn't be able to play otherwise. Spectacle Mage, Maelstrom Muse, 2/4. I don't see blue-red as being a strong possibility at all. White-red could be pretty good though, with Pass Caller, Stone Mentor, Relic Sloth, Thrilling Discovery, Rip Apart. So I think it's probably gonna be white-red or white black at this point. But last we'll check out green. Got the Journey of the Oracle. Not super great in this deck. We've got Charge Through, Trample and Draw a Card, Snakeskin Veil, good combat trick, +1/+1 and a hexproof. Devouring Tendrils is Ram Through with a life gain. Overgrown Arch, I like the wall. You get to gain a life and then you can sacrifice it to learn. That's pretty cool. I would definitely play this in most limited decks that were playing green. Weather the Storm. Storm is a pretty cool mechanic that you can copy the spell if you have cast another instant or sorcery this turn. So you can technically gain 6 life or 9 life, depending on how many instants or sorceries you've already cast. We've got the Spring Main Surveying. I play this one. It's okay. It's a little low on the toughness. It'd be nice if it was a 3/3. It does come in, you get to gain 2 life. Maybe if it's okay. Professor of Zoomancy enters the battlefield, create a pest. Leyline Invocation, create a 0/0 green fractal where put +1/+1 counters on it for the number of lands that you control. So I guess late game against green, when you could have like 8 cards, 8 lands on the battlefield, you could have an 8/8 coming into the battlefield, which would be pretty game changing. Got the Campus, got the Cram Session, we've got Infused with Vitality. Till end of turn, target creature gains Death Touch. When this creature dies, returns to the battlefield under its owner's control. Whew, that's good. Have to watch out for that. Infused with Vitality. Witherbloom Apprentice. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That's pretty good. Let's see. Blood Researcher. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter. That's looking pretty good. You know, black-green's got a lot of synergies here. Culling Ritual. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Add Swamp or Forest for each permanent destroyed this way. We've got the Witherbloom Pledge Mage, which is technically black or green. Whenever you copy an instant sorcery spell, cast or copy, you gain 1 life. We've got Flying Death Touch 1/1. Zimone, Quadrix Prodigy. Put target land from your hand into the battlefield tapped. Draw a card. If you have 8 more lands, draw 2 instead. That's quite good. Golden Ratio. Draw a card for each different power creature you control. And Quadrix Pledge Mage, which is quite good. Gets a +1/+1 counter for each instant or sorcery you cast. So let's take a look at our artifacts. We have Access Channel, which for 3 mana, creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn, so we can sneak somebody through and do some damage. Could be pretty good. Defender, mill a card. I don't know why we'd want to do that. Team Pennant. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has Vigilance and Trample. I think the artifacts are really good in Strixhaven Limited, especially in Sealed, just because there don't seem to be too many of them. This one is also a uncommon, so I don't know how many of these you'll see in player draft. So yeah, definitely this is a good card, and I would play it for sure. We've got Campus Guide. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and put it on the top. We've got Environmental Sciences, Spell Satchel. Let's see. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, put a counter on it, remove a book counter, and add 1 mana, or pay 3, remove 3 book counters, and draw a card. Okay. We've got Expanded Anatomy. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature. It gains Vigilance until end of turn. Biblioplex Assistant enters the battlefield. Put up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to the top of your library. And we've got an Introduction to Annihilation. This is a lesson. If you don't have the removal, I think I would put this in the deck. I would probably actually start with this in the deck regardless. I think I would also start with the Access Channel, and Maybe the Relic Golem. The rest of these are probably not worth taking into consideration. I think the strongest color pairings we had were in white and black. So let's start by just adding... Nah, we don't want the academic probation in here. Probably a couple of study breaks. An expel is good. Combat professors. Maybe the pillar drop. We'll take the lash, the infuse, the leech, sign of blood, dust mage, mastery, crushing disappointment. We'll take the mage hunter. Yep. We'll take the land, the humiliate, the apprentice, the lurate, the pledge mage, 2 of them, and the Silverquill command. Guess maybe we'll take the cram session and the Witherbloom pledge mage. Puts me at 29. If I take a look at this right now, type equals creature. Guess we have the 5/5. We have the 2/2. We've got a couple of flyers. 2/2 flying. Graveyard to your hand. 3 mana cost. Graveyard to your hand. Why is this only showing me like multicolored cards right now? What did I mess up and do horribly? Did I take all the black cards? Is that what happened? Yeah, I guess so. We could tilt into green. Is there any reason to be in green? Is there any big creatures? I guess the Pledge Mage is worthwhile, but she costs 2. We don't have any blue. Maybe gain life, put a counter. Yeah. This is a nice card. I guess we could see Plan U. But let's look back at the white. It looks like there's a lot of red. We got the Rip Apart, which is good. Make your mark. Maybe we splash in. We do the Relic Sloth and the Stonebound and the Flying and the Lorehold. What does that look like? I don't have any lands. Ah! Stop. Stop doing everything. Reset. Okay. So then what do you look like with the lands? Okay, so we've got the lands. We're at 49 cards. I think you probably come in here too. Pillar drop. Yep. Okay. Yeah, he's kind of nice. All right, so let's just take a look at this and see what we have. We're at 50 cards. Let's just do a quick breakdown here. 17 creatures, 16 non-creatures. How many lands? We're at 17 lands. Mountain, plain, swamp. Maybe we go 3 colors here. We splash late for the pass caller. I could definitely get rid of you. We need to get rid of some creatures. So we have 16 and 16. So then, what comes out, I guess? If we're mostly black and white, think the core of the deck is black and white. I think you stay, you stay. You're okay. You're okay. If I had to get rid of one of these, we'd get rid of the red to try to keep this as two color as possible with just a splash. So then, oh, we got the 2/2 with lifelink versus the others. Maybe the, okay. Well, what do we do? We're at 15 and 16. We have 48 cards. I think ideally, how does this play out? Probably looks a little bit like this right now with the lands. And then we need to get rid of some instants. So then let's take a look at our lessons. Learn. All right, so learn. How many learns do we have? 1, 2, 3. Gain 4 life and learn. Does that fit? Or 1 black? Is there anything that has anything to do with life? Lifelink. 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 Loses 2 life. Yeah. Lose life. Lose life. Maybe you're okay? Yeah, for 1 mana too. I don't really have to think about it. Just like typing in type equals creature just because it makes it easier to separate the instants and the sorceries, so we can keep all the creatures on the top and the non-creatures on the bottom. Let's see, let's check out our removal real quick. So we have Lash, which you can give a creature -2. I guess we can boost and give one of ours, but probably more likely to be used as a removal. We have Make Your Mark, which is not really a removal. Team Pennant we're keeping. Study Break, tap 2 card creatures, learn. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature. It gains lifelink until end of turn. It's alright. Sign of Blood, target player loses 2. So we get to draw. Humiliate. Cram. I didn't realize you cost 2. It puts you in the same category as the Study Break. Interesting. Okay. Got the Rip Apart. We were looking for removal though. So we got the Lash. We have the Humiliate. Isn't really removal. We've got the Rip Apart. We've got the Expel. We've got the Baleful Mastery. We've got the Mage Hunters. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 removal. Seems like kind of high. Guess we could probably get rid of the high cost. 1. Brings me down to 4. And if we need to learn for it, we can probably... So that'll bring me back up to... So 1, 2, 3, with 4 being in a learn. Then... What's that at? 15, 14, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 lands, 5 red sources. Okay, so guess still have to get rid of 6 cards. Ah! No, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Perfect. I love it when this thing crashes on me and I have to exit and re-enter all the time. It's my favorite. Type equals creature. So then we've got a combat trick. Draw cards. So we have 46, 15, and 14. Okay, so if I had to get rid of something right now, would absolutely must stay. I think you have to stay, you have to stay. We have the draw cards. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, so then you stay. You stay. You stay as well. We've got the learn cards. Huh. I'm not allowed to put something in between those. So I think you could probably go. Do we have anything else that draws cards? Double black could be hard. Alright, well, let's just think this through. So we've got... I think we need to keep the learns in the deck. We need to get rid of probably one more creature just to keep this going. We've got 5/5 turning into a 3-color deck, mostly black and white with red at the end. I could see a situation where it's difficult to cast the Silverquill Apprentice. It's only a 2/2 with a +1. I like the Leech Fanatic better. I think the rest of these are pretty good. Maybe the Pillar Drop Warden can go as well, although we can draw another, we can bring a instant or sorcery card from your graveyard back to my hand, so we could technically get a removal card back. Or a different, or draw a card or something. So then the rest of this, we have probably a couple. This has got learn, and then the cram session has learn, so that gives us 3. We can quick take a look to see how many lessons there are. And from here, we've got the introduction, we've got a land we can grab, or a creature, or an academic probation. So how many of these do we want to pick up? I think the introduction to annihilation is something we probably pick up every time. Casting counters is probably good. And then the rest of these, so maybe 2 of these we'd probably want every time. So maybe we get rid of one of you, so we have 2 learns. Maybe get rid of one of you. Type equals creature. Although maybe we drawing cards is important. We have 2 cards that can draw cards and several that can remove. We're at 42. Hmm. 42. What does that put me at? 14 creatures? Can I really get rid of another creature? I guess where there's a will, there's a way. Promising Dust Mage. I like the Silverquill Pledge Mage because if you cast an instant or sorcery, you can give it lifelink or flying. I think there's a good chance of getting in for 3. And if you get the lifelink, you can get a 6-point life swing. I like her over the 2/3, probably. Because how often is she going to have a +1/+1 counter on her to draw a card? We could probably get rid of her. And then if I had to get rid of another one, I think the Pillar Drop Warden is a nice call. Maybe. Because we want her, we want her, we want these two. The Relic Golem for the cast the mirror ability. We have to have something on the board early game too. Maybe we do that, try to get rid of one of these. The 2 black mana here could make this difficult to cast. So the Sign in Blood. The Humiliate could be difficult to cast too, but that card's just too good. I don't know. Do you give up the option to draw a card, or do you give up another removal card? I think drawing is probably better than removal. But I could see a situation where if we're in 3 colors that is difficult to cast it. No, I think drawing is better. So maybe you go, and their deck looks like this. Then we gotta fix our mana, right? So we look at this and we go white, white, black, 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 white, black, white, 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 black. Pretty even white and black with a little bit of red. We probably don't need 4 mountains. We can probably go to 3. Keep the access tunnel, which is probably gonna hurt us. So then what do we want? Do we want the double black? See, 1, 2, 1, 2. So +1, +2, -1. So 0, 1. Pretty even. Maybe a little bit of priority to black. Which card do we want to make sure that we have on the deck? Oh, now I'm short a card. How did that happen? 5. Oh, because I'm short of land. Alright. Well, it's going to be either white or black, I'm pretty sure. And it looks like it's probably going to be black, so we probably go to swamp. And then do we have a fixer? We got white, red. Yeah, both of these cover white, so it's probably better to have more swamps. So you lose another mountain, go down to 3. Learn lesson. I guess with the environmental sciences, we could go fetch a land if we're looking for that mountain lake game. We also have a couple of scry lands, so we should have a way of getting it. You could do something like this. That would make it technically white, white, so it'd be 7, 7, and 2. Maybe that could work. Thrill of Possibility is pretty good. I wonder if that's a better play than the... No, because you get to draw a card. Sign of Blood, you get to draw 2 cards. We've got something that helps us gain life back. Trample. Trample's huge. Trample is quite big. And you get to learn with it. Well, I think that's going to be the deck here. I might end up swapping in a couple of these enthusiastic studies just to see how they play out and kind of play around with the different learn spells that we have. But yeah, I think this is how we're going to play today. So that's the deck. We're going to have Team Pennant, Shale, Dean of Radiance, and Embros, Dean of Shadow. We're going to have 1 study break, 1 Leech Fanatic, 1 Sign of Blood, 1 Humiliate, 1 Cram Session, 2 Silverquill Pledge Mage, 1 Shade Wing Laureate, 1 Reflective Golem, 1 Expel, 2 Combat Professors, 1 Baleful Mastery, Mage Hunters of Onslaught, Pillar Warden. It's going to help us bring some spells back from our graveyard. Maybe a learn spell if we need to grab it. Crushing Disappointment, more draw of cards. Pillar Drop Rescuer. Turn target creature of 3 mana or less from the graveyard to your hand. Is that the right card? Witherbloom Pledge Mage.